Gump report. Ah, yes. You're going to get a Gump report, but not just one Gump report. Since this is a special day for me, I don't like talking about it much, but I gotta say something. Today's my birthday. I'm an older man now. And since this is my birthday, and not all the time I'm happy on this day, I'm not gonna lie. Birthdays have never been one of the most best things for me over the last couple of years. It's not been good. It's been very frustrating. Things don't always go very well on those days. Legitimately, last couple of years, particularly after the pandemic, has not been easy. And I've always been very, not really caring. But I want to be better. I want to try and enjoy my birthday because I have more behind me than in front of me. So I decided, you know what? If I'm not feeling great, as someone once told me, if you're not happy, try to make someone else happy. If you don't feel kindness for yourself, have kindness for others. That's what I was told many years ago. And on my birthday particularly, whenever I see somebody with a kid or I see someone need some help, I'll give them a hand. And even when they're a kid, if they're behaving and stuff, I gave them some money. I mean, that's not having much money as it was, but giving $1 or something, just saying your kid looked good to a parent, and just say, this is my birthday, but I want to give you something. It does make me feel a bit better. So, in this respect, you are not getting one Gump report from me. You are getting 3 Gump reports. Yes, you're getting 3. It'll come maybe a couple of days apart. Now, this one will go up. I don't know if I'm going to do Supercard of Honor. I might watch it and just give an overview of it, because I don't watch ROH. But, weirdly enough, I am going to talk about ROH in this video because this is going to be the Gump Report Roundup AEW. I will be talking about it right now. But the other will be a roundup of TNA and a roundup of WWE. I'll be doing them back to back to back, so you'll be seeing the same shirt, you'll be seeing this, and you'll be seeing my ugly face. You'll be seeing me. But this is what you're going to get. Now, this doesn't need to be very long, so these videos will not probably more than less than 10 minutes long. So let's get started on the AEW roundup. First thing I'm going to talk about is Ricky Starks. Now, the reason I'm bringing up Ricky, we haven't seen him for months. He's supposedly still on the payroll of AEW, but he's not on TV. Either he's injured or it could be something else. Many people over the last couple of months have speculated that he is going to WWE soon. And I won't lie, I would not be too surprised if he goes to NXT first, then go for the main roster, because he's no Jade Cargill. They're not going to see him like that. If they do, it could work, because Ricky has worked in AEW. He has worked for NWA for more than a few years. That's where I saw him originally, back in 2018, when he was Ricky Starks and was the NWA... what was it? National champion? Sorry, I had to remember. No, not national champion, television champion. He was the television champion at that time. And I knew, from my reviews, I knew he was something. That was years ago. I knew he was something. People who saw him said, I don't know what this guy is. He's just like the damn Rock. Who cares? And now everyone sees him as something. And MJF went onto a podcast and he talked about Jay White, but then he also talked about Ricky Starks. And as I said before, I saw him around 2016 or 2017 or 16 when he was in National Wrestling League, KC Wrestling. And I knew even then, seeing him with the same scarf, with some of that same attitude, he was going to be something. He was in his teens at the time. So seeing 2 guys that I saw years ago that I knew could be something that had become, one, a household name in MJF. Another one that is being praised by the household name one is something you cannot just ignore. Now, MJF said he is the most underrated wrestler he's seen next to Jay White. I will wrestle him every day of the week. And he doesn't believe that Ricky Starks is over. But we haven't seen him since Forbidden Door. So we don't know if he's injured. I don't know if he's injured. Maybe he is, or maybe he's just taking a break, because it's easy to get burnt out sometimes. Particularly not getting anywhere in your storyline. But here, I truly believe that Ricky Starks is one of the best underrated wrestlers there is. Flat out, there's no problem. There's no way to deny it. And he will probably end up in WWE eventually. Questions where he'll end up first. Will it be on the main roster like Jade Cargill, like I said? Or will he end up on NXT, like when it comes to Ethan Page, who has been around for a long time, who's very polished, and he's getting over as a heel that's getting pissed off that he's being disrespected. I truly believe he may end up on NXT TV. I truly believe he will go there. He will spend time with Shawn Michaels, and he will polish himself a little bit more because Shawn had dealt with The Rock. He knows what The Rock was like, at least for a little while, before The Rock went from regular TV to the movies. I know Shawn had some level of interaction with him, but not much. At this point, I'm sure because he is a board of directors member, taking the place of a Vince McMahon's position, which is the executive chairman, I would not be surprised that he has talked with The Rock. I'm not surprised. So I do believe that Ricky Starks will go there eventually. Now, second roundup, ROH. It has already been talked about, and I believe this is on NoDQ.com, that there was a talk to Jeff Jarrett about purchasing I'm getting a little confused. I'm thinking about the TNA one because I'm about to do the TNA next. I'm sorry. My mistake. ROH. I'm sorry. I got them mixed up. For ROH, it has been talked about, roughly speaking, I believe, with Tony Khan. I know I could talk about the public relations of WWE messing with the TV deal talk. I mean, well, technically, I'll briefly talk about this, that Tony Khan is saying public relations from TKO WWE is spreading rumors about the TV deal. I'm not going to talk about that because I didn't do much research on it. But with ROH, even though I just got it mixed up with Jeff Jarrett talking about TNA, ROH is going to be considered to be a brand. That is what's been questioned. Should ROH be a brand of AEW, like AEW ROH, like AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision? I'm going to tell you this. Yes. This is what I believe they should do. I'm not going to tell you that they will, but this is my thoughts. First, take ROH off of Honor Club. Flat out, forget about trying to make money off of ROH. Don't do it. Don't. Because you don't have a TV deal for it now. You're doing it on a website. Put it on YouTube as a developmental, just like NXT. Put it on YouTube like you did with AEW Dark, AEW Elevation, Dark Elevation. Put it on YouTube for a while. Let it be there. Do full episodes of it. Let people see it only. No extra stuff. Just ROH people there and there only. Nobody from the main roster of Dynamite or Collision on there. Just ROH wrestlers only. And you mostly, when they're ready, put them on Collision. That's the mid-range. How can I say this with this AEW promotion? You got ROH, you got Collision, then you got Dynamite. That is how they should structure it. And then when they do pay-per-views, you have a few ROH matches for a kickoff or maybe the first match of the card. Then you do Collision. Then you do Dynamite or Wrestlers Wood from ROH, Collision, Dynamite. Structure that for the first couple of months after you take ROH off of Honor Club and incorporate it into your show. That's what we need. And now that we know that one of the original writers that is from, I believe, TNA, one of the TNA writers has now gone to AEW, and now Joan Pepperman is now directly dealing with the women because we have seen the writing for the women get a bit better. That is what I believe they should do. They should do AEW ROH, AEW Collision, and AEW Dynamite. Get rid of all titles flat out. Make any title an AEW title. Like the ROH Pure title should become the AEW Pure title. That's it. There should not be any ROH TV champion, no ROH tag champions, no ROH trios champions, or six tag champions, which they're already gotten rid of that. Just do the pure title there. Let it stay on ROH. And then if you need to have a secondary title on ROH, you can do the TNT on ROH. If you put the TNT on Collision, it should also be reflected on ROH. Sometimes you have the champion there, but that would be the only person who goes to ROH other than just the regular wrestlers that are on ROH. That is the way it should be. Doesn't mean to go there. I don't know. But this is just my point of view, and I hope you enjoyed this first Gump report. I'm about to film the TNA one next. Peace.